Watch a true master at their craft, and something strange happens. The brush, the blade, the ball seems to leave the hand as if it decided on its own. There is no visible effort, no struggle, no thinking, only smooth motion. You have felt the opposite too. The stiff, self-conscious fumble of trying too hard at something you actually know how to do. It looks like magic, or like luck. It is neither, and the Taoists mapped exactly what it is. Zhuangzi's favorite example was a cook butchering an ox. His blade moved like a dance, gliding through the gaps, never hacking at bone. A poor cook hacks and changes his knife each month. A good cook cuts and changes it each year. Cook Ding had used the same blade for 19 years, still sharp as the day it was ground. The secret, he said, was that he no longer worked with his eyes. He met the ox with his whole attention and followed the openings already there. That is the knack. Not more force, but attention so complete that force becomes unnecessary. 19 years, and the blade has never once needed sharpening, because it never once struck bone. Zhuangzi told another story of a man swimming at the foot of a roaring waterfall. Onlookers were sure he was drowning, yet he stepped out laughing. "I have no technique," he said. "I simply go in with the swirl and come out with the flow." He did not fight the water. He made its way his own. "I grew up on this water," he explained, "so it became my nature. I follow the way of the water, not a way of my own devising." Confucius asked what he meant, and the swimmer said simply, "I enter with the water. I do not fight the water. That is all." An old wheelwright once told a duke that the knack cannot be put into words. Too slow and the chisel slips, too fast and it jams. The right feel lives only in the hand. He could not teach it to his own son. Each hand must find it by doing. The duke had been reading the words of the old sages, and the wheelwright asked bluntly whether the men who wrote them were still alive. "Dead," said the duke. "Then," said the wheelwright, "what you are reading is only the dregs of men long gone." The real knowledge died with them, because it never lived in the words at all, only in the hand that had done it 10,000 times. Which is why you cannot think your way into the knack, you can only practice your way in. Zhuangzi told a third story of a hunchbacked old man catching cicadas as easily as picking them off a branch with his hand. Confucius, passing by, asked how, and the old man explained his training. "For 5 months I practiced balancing 2 pellets on the end of my pole without dropping them. Then 5 pellets, and when I could hold 5 without a single one falling, I missed as rarely as picking things up with my hand. I stand my body like a rooted stump and hold my arm like a dead branch. Nothing in the vast world can distract me, not the heavens, not the 10,000 things, only the cicada's wing. How could I fail to catch it?" he said, "when I let nothing take my attention away from it." And here's the paradox at the heart of every one of these stories. The knack only appears when the master stops trying and forgets even themselves. Modern psychology calls this flow, and its enemy is self-consciousness. The instant you start watching your own hands, the skill you already own stumbles. Modern brain scans of musicians and athletes in flow show something striking. The self-monitoring regions of the brain quiet down. It is called transient hypofrontality, a fancy name for exactly what Cook Ding meant by no longer working with his eyes. And its opposite has a name too: choking, when a skilled person suddenly supervises a motion their body already knows. A veteran golfer misses an easy putt, not from lack of skill, but because pressure switched the watcher back on. Concert violinists ascribe the same split. The performances they remember as their best are the ones where they cannot remember playing at all. Surgeons report it too. Hours passing in what feels like minutes, the hands moving with a certainty the conscious mind never supplied. In every case, the pattern is identical to Cook Ding's. Years of training first, then a total thoughtless surrender to the trained hand. So mastery has two stages: the hard years of practice, then the letting go. First, you fill yourself with the skill, then you get your grasping self out of its way. So, how do you find the knack in an ordinary day? First, put in the boring reps, because there is no flow without a filled skill. There is no flow state shortcut that skips this. 10,000 hours is a myth in its precision, but not in its direction. Mastery is built, not summoned. The effortless master was, for years, effortful. The ease is on the far side of the work. Second, when it is time to perform, drop the monitor and put attention on the task. Trust the training, and let the trained hand do what your watching mind would only jam. This is hardest exactly when the stakes are highest, which is precisely when cooking's stillness matters most. Third, follow the gaps. The line of least resistance the task is already offering. Stop hacking at the bone and look for the space where the work wants to give. Every task, a conversation, a difficult decision, a piece of writing, has its own gaps if you stop hacking long enough to look for them. Zhuangzi never claimed the gaps are easy to see. He only claimed they are there, waiting on anyone patient enough to stop forcing and start looking. That patience is the whole craft, not talent, not luck, just the willingness to keep looking after everyone else has already started hacking. That is Wu Wei, not doing nothing, but doing exactly enough, in exactly the right place, at exactly the right time. And fourth, rehearse under mild pressure on purpose, so the watcher learns to stay quiet when it counts. The stillness Cook Ding and the cicada catcher had was not luck. It was trained, one small exposure at a time. Notice what the knack is not. It is not a shortcut, for it is built on years of unglamorous practice. It is not thinking harder, for thought is exactly what jams the trained hand. And it is not the same for everyone, because the cicada catcher's stillness and the swimmer's surrender are two different doors to one same room. Find the practice that is actually yours, whether it is patient stillness or total surrender, and go all the way in. It is total attention, on the far side of practice, with the self stepped out of the way. When action fits the task perfectly, Zhuangzi says, you forget the effort, as a good shoe lets you forget the foot. This week, pick one skill, do the boring reps, and then, when it counts, get out of your own way. Practice until it is yours, then let it move without you. Cook Ding, the swimmer, the wheelwright, the cicada catcher, 4 different crafts, one identical secret hiding in plain sight. That is the knack, and that is Wu Wei made flesh.